So I'd love to dive into, the API and mailbox level category that is emerging for the last 5 years or so. Um, so what was the for you that led you to become a user and evangelist of this category and technology?
you know, I, Part of it is that as we see the APIs evolving, we see them getting stronger, and you start looking at just doing things the old way, but realizing that the old way isn't working anymore. You know, mail is more than just the flow of data. There's so much more that's going on there. And the API technology has so much power to analyze things that are happening at 365, not just because of an MX record that you sent to Mailflow. And it gives you more power. You know, more power to identify when an account is being taken over, more power to just know. And, I tell people this all the time. We look at what happened at the endpoint, and the endpoint has gone under this magnificent revolution where, signatures are becoming a thing of the past. You've got all of this amazing, wonderful machine learning and artificial intelligence that's taking place, and how amazing it is because we need to be able to fight that fight differently. It's the same thing when it comes to email. And email is the biggest attack vector. And Microsoft is the 800-pound gorilla. I don't take anything away from Google and what they're doing in G Suite, but just from our view of it, and when we look at the 600 plus MSPs that we're supporting out there, the 100 and almost 50,000 endpoints that we now have visibility to into every day, 95, 96% of them are sitting in Microsoft. And because if I'm a bad guy and I want to take action at somebody, well, it's the shotgun approach. Let me hit the biggest thing I can with the widest shot that I can get and see what I can do. And so what are you going to do? You're going to go after Microsoft. It makes the most sense. And so, the other thing that I really love about the API technologies is the speed to delivery. Look at some of the older email gateway technologies out there, and it's rough. I mean, it takes you days to get a full implementation and sometimes weeks to get it fully done. You look at what's happening in the API industry and what's happening with these integrations that were built. They were built for the cloud. This is cloud to cloud. This is not going back and retooling and making something work that was not built for the cloud. It was built for on-prem, and then it's transitioned to the cloud, but it's still using an on-prem mentality. Well, now you can get implementations done in 15 or 20 minutes. There is so much value, there's so much time. And if you take a little bit more of your time in those other implementations, and then you come back and you leverage some of the best practices in securing 365 better, doing some of those additional checks and balances, and you are light years ahead of where you would have been without an API technology.